Howdy, I'm B. Let me welcome you to the Beer Snobs Radio Show. We're a bunch of friends who are not experts, but we know we like in beer. Our definition of a beer snob is someone who just won't drink craft beer. So sit back and listen to us blind review beers on the Beer Snobs Radio Show.
Calling all beer snobs. How you guys doing tonight? I am B, and to my left is...
Hey guys, this is Brian from Beer Quest.
And right across the table,
Damon.
Well, guys, let me remind you about the beer of the month we have, which is Negra Modelo.
Negra Modelo. Black ale from Mexico.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it's the unanimous decision by us last month, and still the big surprise that it won, but worth every recommendation.
Easy decision, no regrets.
And it's usually on sale at Stater Brothers like once a month, so that's the best part about it.
You can, if you're lucky, you can find a good price for it there. If you venture into a Walmart, your local store will probably have a good sale on it if you look.
Well, guys, for my segment this month, like I always do, I bring you guys
Growlers with B.
I bring you guys a local beer or a local blended beer from a brewery that's fairly local to us. Now, this one's a little further away than we normally used to travel. It's Wild Donkey Brewing out of Redlands, California. And I want you to try it before I tell you what it is.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, all right. So it's what we've got in front of us, right? That's on the growler.
Yes, smells like cookies.
It's cloudy. It's definitely cloudy, but it has like a gradient to it. It goes from like a nice light color to like a darker brown.
Excellent head. You tried stirring it up? It stirs up easy. It smells sweet. It smells like dessert.
It's very, very fresh.
It's good.
Yeah, do you guys like it?
Let me taste it.
I'll read up then.
Oh, geez.
That is really good.
That is sweet.
I like hits the spot, dude. It's not too sweet though. It's not like overly sweet. It's mellow. It's got a nice texture to it.
It's like a dessert, isn't it?
No, this tastes like drinking your milk after you dip your cookies in it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
that's
why.
Very astute. This is actually called the Oreo from Wild Donkey Brewing.
Huh.
And what happens at Wild Donkey makes a lot of really good beers, but they have a whole section of their brewery on their brew wall dedicated to blends. And this is a blend that a couple of customers came up with, which is mostly their blonde ale with a little hit of their chocolate stout. And it comes because it gets the taste of an Oreo when you drink it.
I got the little stout bitter note.
That plays out really, really well.
The sweetness kind of tricks the palate at first.
Yeah, but you get that little bit of chocolate in there, and you get that cream. It's boy, Oreos. That hits the.
Did they put actual like Oreo?
No, it's just
powder.
It's just their two beers. They blend together. Their chocolate stout and their blonde, and like they have another one. They have a 50-50 bar, which is their
cool.
blonde and their orange wheat. And they blend them together and it tastes like a 50-50 bar.
Like a 50-50, yeah, that makes sense.
But they have really good beers. And they usually do a release like once every 2 weeks or so. I saw they have a new amber. Their new amber should have been released already. And they have a 90-minute IPA they're putting out. And their second anniversary is probably around here. And they're doing really well considering that this brewery is right catty corner to another brewery, Ritual Brewing Company. But I thought I wanted to bring in some Wild Donkey for you guys. Because my personal thing is this Oreo is one of the most unique beer blends you can find, and it's so different but so good.
See, I kind of like it when a brewery is around the corner from another brewery. I kind of like that because then you could go to one, you could drink your fill of what you like from that brewery, maybe try a few things, and you can you can just walk to the next one. Yeah, you could do a little mini tour and hang out. Whatever when you end up last, you hang out there and sober up a little bit, or find something else to do before you find the way back home.
There's definitely something to be said for walking distance.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really cool. The best thing I think in the world would be to have like a downtown, like a block of city that is all just little breweries where people would just go to have a few drinks, take a taxi home. Like that would be amazing. You could go place to place to place and drink what you like. And, it'd be a nice social gathering type thing.
It's like Portland.
Yeah, kind of like how Portland is.
Well, we do have something sort of like that. It's very mini of it in Redland and then Riverside. Brew Crew Inc. is actually basically a place where brewers can go brew their own beer. And they have 3 different breweries out of Brew Crew Inc. And then right next door to that is Wick's Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that place.
You have 4 different breweries with the same industrial park.
Yeah.
So you can go try
So wait, 4 now?
4.
Yeah.
Who? What are the 4?
You've got Polymath Brewing Company.
Okay.
You've got what's that? Seven Brethren.
7 brethren.
And then you've got Delicious Science and then
Wix.
Wix. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that there were that many. The last time, I think there was only 2. Last time I was there.
Well,
Actually, last time you were down there with me, it was just Wix, and Brew Crew was opening.
Oh,
But really, what they are is they are an incubator for startup breweries.
oh,
It's kind of like a middle ground if like you're an awesome home brewer and you want to make the jump to actually starting your own brewery, but you don't have the financing, you don't want to do all the permitting. Like,
which is an excellent idea.
yeah, it's a great way to get started.
Yeah, very useful and a great way to promote craft brewing. Moving from the home brewer to that's awesome.
good stuff, huh?
Yeah, it is.
What are they called again?
Which one?
The group that does that helps people start.
Oh, that's Brew Crew.
Brew Crew. Shout out to them. That's an excellent idea.
Oh, what's even better is like you go to the other end of the building, they got Brew Toys where they teach you how to brew.
A lot of fun stuff happening in Riverside, actually. A lot of fun stuff. So we have our beer of the show.
That's an awesome beer, dude. That's an awesome beer.
The last one, yeah.
Yeah, the Oreo.
The look of this one, though, I don't know.
Little light.
Very, very, very clear, very piss colored. You know, on the
This looks just
Arrogant.
like the Bud Light that we dry hopped.
before it's been dry hopped.
Tastes like it, too.
No, this is basically. I took one look at this, swirling around, and all I could think of is the arrogant bastard poster, the one that says, fizzy yellow beers for pussies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing. I haven't even tasted this yet. Haven't smelled it. Just looking at it. It looks like a fizzy yellow beer.
I definitely get a lager,
it's
so
a-
we're right on
a
track.
pill-
I can
Pilsner, right?
smell. I can smell that apple smell.
Yeah.
That weird apple-esque smell.
You know what I think? What it reminds me of is Truman Pills, a beer that's local to San Francisco that we finally get a couple of them of. I think this is what this is. Truman Pills.
I'll say this. I don't think this is one of the big breweries, crappy pilsners. I think this is someone else's attempt at a pilsner, but they're kind of copying that style a little too hard from the people who don't know how to make them.
I'm not sure. I think they have a lot more flavor than what we expected.
That's what I'm saying.
This definitely does taste better.
It's just it's a crap lager that seems to be a style people like to make pilsners that taste like this. I don't understand that. I've had good pilsners and they taste way better than this. But I have this feeling like whoever made this, they're going to think that this is like a great pilsner recipe, but it's not. It's horrible.
I don't think it's horrible. I think this is an adapt or a pretty decent example of what a pilsner should taste like.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Oh, okay. What do you think is better? You think you're going for Stella?
Yeah, Stella is usually, I would say, the high end. I say the low bar of the high end of what a pilsner should be. Like it's the starter. Like you shouldn't be worse than Stella if you're going to make it and call it a pilsner, because a pilsner is supposed to be a fine pale, and that means quality. Calling it that means it's got quality. This is not quality. This is decent. This is, if you put this and then Budweiser, Coors, Miller all in front of me, obviously I'd choose this. But would I drink this over a Stella? Hell no. This is not deserve to be called a pilsner. Stop calling them fucking pilsners. Call them what it is. A goddamn lager. Just call it a lager. Call it it's a basic pale lager. Call it that. Stop calling it a fucking pilsner.
Well, lager's pretty broad. I mean that's
Pale
yeah,
lager.
pale. Well, I mean, I've only heard of pale lager in European lagers.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I mean and that's really funny because European pale lagers taste better than this shit.
To me,
And that's not even their idea of a pilsner.
I can't quite pinpoint it. I can't tell if it's like a Czech pilsner or if it's like a German pilsner, but it's right in there.
This is like Beck's. Yeah.
I understand your disdain for it, but I think this is actually a decent example of a pilsner.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. It's got like a little bit of a fruity note to it,
Got some great apple juice here.
which you don't really get a lot of the fruit notes on a lot of lagers.
Yeah, especially the aftertaste. It's not as nowhere near as offensive as you think it would be, especially comparing to the shittier ones. But I don't think this is a bad example of a pilsner.
I'm just hoping to God they don't call it a pilsner, because if they call it a pilsner, I'll be pissed.
I don't know. I've got really high standards for a bad pilsner. I think the worst I've had so far is the big flats. Have you guys had big flats?
Yes.
Yeah, they sell. I think it's
The big
Walgreens.
huge can, right? Oh
Yeah.
no, the can ones. The one
Yes.
I think we tried that
Yeah,
before.
it was $3 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
I
I got 2 cans of it left. That shit's horrible.
And I remember
you can't even give it away.
I remember looking at seeing the title of that after drinking and going, yeah, big flat, yeah.
Are you guys ready for this reveal?
Yeah, what is this?
Let's get it over with.
Paulaner's original Munich Premium Ale, the Munich Hell's Lager.
Basic lager.
Okay, it's at 4.9%, $1.79 a bottle. The dream guy from Munich, glorious, golden, blonde, extremely elegant and full body. The bubbles fills purpley in the glass. The Paulaner Original Munich Premium Lager is a sparkling, light, and slightly hoppy, perfect lager. It says Beer Garden Classic. The classic Munich Beer Garden beer loves being poured into a beer mug. Characteristic lager is the most consumed beer in Bavaria and is as much as part of Bavaria as the Brins and the white clouds in the blue sky.
So do they claim a style other than just trying to create a lager?
No, it's a Hell's Lager is a
Lager.
style.
That's a Helles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's it's not that great for a Helles.
Yeah, it's Paulaner. I like Paulaner.
It's not disappointing though.
No.
Like I said, I was only going to be mad if this was some American's version of a Pilsner again. But they didn't even call it that. They just call it what it is.
A Hell's.
A Helles lager, and that's fine. It's not great though, but it's not insulting.
Well, the only other Helles I really know well is the Hangar 24 Helles.
Yeah.
We did another Helles on the show.
It
was a few months ago.
That was a while ago.
It was just like maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah, but the one that I reference when I think about Helles.
4. Sorry, 4.
The one I reference when I think about Helles is the Hangar 24 Helles. I remember when I first had it, I wasn't impressed till I realized what the reason you drink this for is, and it's a great after mowing a yard beer. It's a great summer beer. It's a great after you work out beer. No, you don't think you should drink after you work out, but still,
you could. It doesn't
drink
that buzz.
drink a beer.
Okay,
don't get drunk.
But I think this is not a bad example of a Helles, and I'm willing to recommend this for people who want to try what a Helles is.
Well, let's take a look at the bottle though first. What do you guys think?
Oh, it's traditional old world design.
Yeah,
that's.
Guess not a lot to say about that then, huh?
No, there's letters and a seal, and there's buildings.
Yeah, it's got a nice script font. It's got a nice sans serif font, but it's all traditional old world. The
I would
buildings, the
think I'm
fonts, the
buying
colors.
cough
Yeah.
syrup.
Looks like it's got a picture of Munich in the background on the bottom, and then it's just label colored.
Yeah.
You know?
I like it though. I totally recommend this, and I've spent hours just downing pictures of this and their Oktoberfest in the bars, and I love it.
Well, I'll say for what it is, it's not that bad, but for a Helles, I don't know, didn't really dig it.
So you don't recommend it?
Well, let's get to the recommendations officially.
All right.
B.
I recommend this. I think this is not a bad Helles lager. I think you should go try this.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally recommend this. If you haven't tried this, you live under a rock, go grab some.
I will say no because it was unimpressive. Didn't much care for it. The only bright side was they didn't try to sell this off as a Pilsner. That is the only thing I will say that's nice about this. It's not an offensive beer, but it didn't impress me. I expect a little more from a Helles, but it was okay. But I'm not going to recommend it.
All right.
So 2 out of 3.
Well, as you guys know, we try a lot of stuff. We think you should try everything we try. Even if we don't recommend it, you should go out there and try these beers out and you have your own personal opinion about it.
Just because I say I don't like it, you may like it, or you'll probably agree with me. I assume you will, but it's okay. You could agree with these other guys. Whatever.
Yeah, we agree with the guys who are right. Understood.
Yeah, agree with the guys that don't know shit. Yeah. No, just kidding.
So,
Whatever, dude. Hey,
I'm joking when I say that about you.
I say go grab this.
Now, you, on the other hand,
Go grab this German lager. Compare that with our beer of the month, a Mexican lager.
oh yeah, you'll love the beer of the month.
And then just keep going back and forth.
Keep going back and forth, and you're like disappointed. Oh,
sounds like a World Cup match.
And then you
Germany
drink-
versus Mexico.
There you go.
and then you'll drink our beer of the month, which is the Negro Modelo, and you'll be like, oh yay! And then you'll try this and go, oh.
No, I don't
And then
know.
you'll try the Negro Modelo and go, yay! And then try this and go, oh.
Well,
So yeah, Negro Modelo, beer of the month.
I'm beefing the beer snobs, and I'll see you at the bar.
Hey guys, it's Brian. The quest is only half the fun.
This is Damon with Beer Snobs. Auf Wiedersehen.
Calling all beer snobs, I am B, and you just heard one of our shows. Guess what else you can do? You can find us on the interwebs at Twitter, Facebook, G+, and we're on the Stitcher Radio Network. Be our friend on our social networks and find out what we're up to and find interesting beer articles we're releasing. If you want to advertise with the Beer Snobs, you can contact us at marketing@thebeersnobs.com. If you want to give us beer suggestions, you can find us at info@thebeersnobs.com or any of the social networks you can reach us. And as always, I'll see you at the bar.